So if you have anybody who you want to have watch the awards in Atheneum, tell them to go to nationalhispanicinstitute.org. They can find the link there that takes us directly to our YouTube page, and then we can watch us live. So I'm sure that there are some people who are anxiously waiting so they can watch and celebrate with us as one big community here. So the process has been this. You met at your local regions, you trained, you selected an event, you prepared for this competition, and we are in the final part of day 3. We did the round robin tournament, then the elimination rounds, and then we gave everybody the opportunity to compete in Atheneum, and they were being asked to create a new narrative and a branding campaign. And so in less than 24 hours, these teams collaborated, not only in the Zoom rooms, in Discord, and even offline after hours, and they worked together to produce these final results here. So I am pleased to announce our finalists. And first, let me just go ahead and spotlight our 2 finals judges is Mr. Craig Elking and Brianna Pico. Thank you all so much for being with us and being part of this this event that we've got going on. So thank you all so very much. So at this time, the speaking order is going to be that team. Let me pull up my list here, and let me go ahead and announce them. And if my production person could help me out really quickly, and I'm just going to introduce once again our team 1 for House Maxwell. And when I call your name, if you could spotlight the individuals. The first member of House Maxwell is Daniela Cedillo from RGV, and in that reaction, let's give them, you know, some congratulations and some applause. The second member, Chase Boyd from San Antonio, Cameron Quiroz from San Antonio, and finally Alondra Garcia from Tipa, Texas. And they will be presenting first. Who here of the team will be will need their the ability to share their screen?
Me.
So I shall make you a co-host. Okay, wonderful. So you will have the ability to share your screen, and Brianna and Craig, they have 5 minutes, and I'm going to be keeping the time over here, and I will be spotlighting. So whenever you are ready, Alondra, you have the stage, and you can go ahead and begin.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Good afternoon, judges. Thank you so much for having us here. My name is Daniela Cedillo, and I am one of the members of Team 1 of the Maxwell House. Today, we are presenting you with a campaign, one we hope to see in the future of the Latino community. Again, this is what we hope to see post-2021. This is what we hope post-2021 will look like in order to promote a new social narrative for the youth of the future. This is more than just an idea. This is the future of the Latino community overall. We have decided to change our social narrative. Post-2021, we envision a community that embraces Latino culture, one that highlights the importance of fun, our family values, and just keeping us united. As Latinos, we share a strong culture, and we are stronger together. So what better way to unite us than through the very culture that we share? So we came up with a podcast, the foundation of our overall idea. When people share their favorite songs, family moments, or just anything they feel represents our community with the hashtag Fiesta y Familia, we will share it on a podcast. This podcast is designed to create a strong sense of unity in the community.
The average Latino spends at least 32 hours a week listening to music. Since there are already so many Latinos spending their time on music sites, we figured that is the most accessible place to create unity. So we came up with Latino Connect. Latino Connect is a podcast that allows the Latino community's social narrative to thrive even further. This allows for a nice form of entertainment when on the go or just laying around in the house. It creates an online community for Latinos to relate to one another and all feel at home. But we needed a way for Latinos to actually interact with the podcast and with others in the community. So we created a hashtag. This hashtag is our beginning step to actually connecting the Latinos. This is hashtag Fiesta y Familia.
Dance, music, and celebrations are one of the most important parts of Latin culture. Celebrations such as Dios de los Muertos and Cinco de Mayo are some of the most influential celebrations. Family is also a huge part of the culture, thus leading to the hashtag Fiesta y Familia. Combining two big parts of Latin culture can help give common ground and bring the whole community together. 489,300,000. That is the number of people who have used this hashtag in the last year. Step 3, how it works. Step 1, have fun, enjoy life, and create memories. Step 2, if you have a funny moment or story about being Latino, post it using the hashtag. Step 3, if you love a certain song that you know gets a Latino crowd moving, post it and use the hashtag.
The hashtags are sorted out by our team and what they think the analytics would prefer. Any post with the hashtags will provide in the top of our episodes. Familia is 75% of each episode, which is about funny stories people shared, relatable Q&As, and enjoyable talks about being Latinos. Fiesta is the ending of each episode, which is a section to explore new music or enjoy old nostalgic hits. After each episode, listeners can go to our website to vote which song they liked better, or they can just go and give us feedback on what we should have next episode. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you have any concerns, you can go to our email, nhi.latinoconnect@gmail.com, or go to our website to vote or give us feedback, latinoconnect.com. Thank you. This was House Maxwell.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Let's give them all, through that reaction down there, a big round of applause. You all did a fantastic job. I want to see some applause in there. That's how we represent and show our community support and everything. So thank you very, very much. Next up, and I'm going to ask my producer to spotlight the individuals that are representing House Magnolia. So when I call your name, you shall be spotlighted. Representing Team 2 from Austin, Ethan Costello. From RGV, Sarah LaGrange. From San Antonio, Bailey Fletcher. From Tip of Texas, Renata Escobar. And finally, from San Antonio, Ramiro Cavazos. So I just want to congratulate House Magnolia for making it here to the finals. You know the routine. Who here will need their for me to give them the ability to share their screen?
It would be me.
Who is that? Oh, Ramiro. Okay, so Ramiro, you now have access and privileges to share your screen. Again, you all have 5 minutes, and I will come on in about 30 seconds left, and I'll say 30 seconds so that you all can start to wrap it up. Best wishes and good luck to you.
Excellent. Thank you everyone for coming to One Worker 2021. If you will, I think this might help you guys learn a little bit more about what we're standing for. But One Worker 2021, you can pull it up on your computer, instagram.com/oneworker2021, or just look it up on your Instagram. When we were thinking about something that we wanted to change the social narrative about, we thought of labor. And labor is a big deal in America. Whether it's the economy, everything's affected by how people do labor. And when you think of labor, you usually think white collared or blue collared, but not everything is white or blue. Something that we put together is kind of 9 infographics of different colors that represent different types of labor. Ramiro, if you want to go ahead and show us red real quick, we'll just show a couple of examples of things that are represented. So red, for examples, represents government workers of all types, farmers, derived from compensation received from red ink budget. All of these things are government related. Pink, for example, represents women in the workforce. Now, when you think about social narratives within the Latino community when it comes to labor, most people, including members of the Latino community, will say that most Latinos are blue-collared. But we don't believe that that's a good representation of the Latino community. We wanted to change the social narrative. My partner, Sarah LaGrange, will describe some of the things that I'm talking about.
Representation in all jobs is extremely important because it is vital to lead by example in order to encourage the young generation of Latinos to pursue their dream careers. Not only does Latino representation inspire, but it allows for different perspectives in all different fields, which not only furthers our community, but the world as a whole. That is why our slogan is one worker, one change, one world. Now, Ethan will explain how our new invention relates back to Third Reality by Ernesto Nieto.
Ramiro, could you please pull up the clear collar idea? So instead of coming up with a specific product, we decided to come up with an idea, something that represents all Latinos. And therefore, we came up with the clear collar. The clear collar represents that the narrative has changed, that Latinas should not be a part of the stigma, that they only work certain kinds of jobs. It represents the transparency that they have when joining the workforce. In his book, Third Reality, Crafting a 21st Century Latino Agenda, Ernesto Nieto's journey throughout the various jobs he had occupied and how it changed from being a regular worker to wearing suits and being part of a new generation of Latino workers. He talks about how many in the Latino community are stuck with occupation that don't match their own aspirations. We wanted to change this social narrative. Here are some quotes that represent the need for clear collar. In the book, Mr. Nieto states, having more financial access also placed him at a different level of community life. Community representing what he's a part of. The fact that there's any barrier at all between jobs and the community represents the need for the clear collar. Now we'll have Renata talk about the hashtags that we have created.
So the hashtag we created was Latino Workforce. And we created this hashtag because it's important to create this narrative, and it is important to influence future leaders and future generations and make an impact for the emerging youth leaders and wanting them to become an inspiration for others and themselves and everyone else around them.
Sarah, would you like to explain the other hashtags across the post?
Yes, so we also have hashtag one worker, one change, hashtag one world. And these hashtags essentially reinforce our slogan. So we incorporated that throughout the whole account. And now I would like Ramiro to show our video explanation on IGTV.
30 seconds. And I'll let you finish out.
Our team's project in Athenia we were challenged to find one way to change a narrative about the Latino community. So, our group came up with the idea of changing the way Latinos see jobs and changing the way Latinos are perceived to take jobs.
Social narratives are incredibly important when it comes to the way a community is perceived. That is why we created One Worker 2021. In order to challenge the stereotypes placed on the Latino community, One Worker 2021's social media account is dedicated to showing that Latinos are not bound to any profession. Whatever color they may wear, One Worker 2021 is committed to showing representation in all job fields, because at the end of the day, there is one worker, one change, one world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right. Well, congratulations to our finalists. I just want to remind everybody on what happened in Athenium. They were introduced to a topic. We formed teams. Some people they knew from their own region, other members they didn't know. They collaborated. In less than 24 hours, we're able to produce something like this. So once again, thank you. I'm going to allow Brianna and Craig that you all can exit, and thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to Brianna and Craig. And then I know that our tournament director was asking for the remaining ballots for you all to turn over to her so that we can make the announcements. So without further ado, I think we are ready to go ahead and announce our winners. Are y'all ready? I mean, I don't see anybody. I don't see that chat in there really moving. Usually I see someone saying, go Austin, or San Antonio, go Tip, 210. You know, this is at the end of your program experience, and you will never have that GDX participant experience, but there are many opportunities for you all to serve in local leadership roles, in summer staff leadership roles, and continue on with your NHI journey. Because after your GDX comes the Lorenzo de Zavala Youth Legislative Program. And these students that go in from this program, the GDX or the Great Debate to the LDZ, excel. Why? Because they've got a mastery of communication and the ability to craft ideas, articulate their ideas, defend their ideas, and that becomes the LDZ program. And so you all will receive additional information from us about how to register, because we're going back to in-person programming next year, which means as the pandemic starts to kind of slow down and we're able to get back to normal, we're going to allow our regions to get back and meet locally. And that's the fun part about NHI, is creating that sense of community. And I just wanted to remind everybody that regardless of competition, you know, that you're from one region or another, we are all one NHI family. And so I really want to remind you, as you're being introduced, to look at us that way, and not necessarily specifically by your region, so that we're so combative that we still lose respect for each other. Let's always respect each other, treat each other like family, and respect one another. Before I move on to the awards and the announcement, there are some individuals that I'm going to ask, and some people may not be online, but I do want to recognize them, because everybody behind the scene made a contribution to put together this program today. And I'm going to ask my production person to highlight and spotlight an individual. So if you don't have your camera on, please turn it on so that we can spotlight you and give us the opportunity to thank you. First, our finals judges, Mr. Craig Elkins. Our second finals judge, Brianna Pico. Our fourth finals judge and Athenium director, Jessica Cruz. And our final finals judge and Athenium director for House Magnolia, Oscar Reyes. So let's give them a big round of applause in that reaction, or you can applaud to them by your video. So thank you all so very much for your contributions to the GDX program. There are some individuals that, you know, as I was sharing with the students here, your participant experience is finished. And there are so many different layers that allow you the opportunity to develop and hone your leadership skills, your management skills. And that is through the great debate in terms of the local structure and the tournament structure. And these individuals are the ones who worked diligently behind the scenes and worked long hours and dealt with the stress of keeping a program moving forward. So I would like to first spotlight our extemp category Zoom director and extemp draw director, Mariela Vela from RGV. Thank you so much, Mariela. Again, you were just a soldier sitting there in that room all day. Our next category Zoom room director for oratory from Tip of Texas, Alex Marquez. So thank you so much, Alex, for being there. Our next category Zoom director for CX, and if you're online, turn on your camera, Carolina Mesa from Tip of Texas. Thank you so much, Carolina, for being on there and working with us. And then the final category Zoom director is Team Trial, Sofia Cadena. So thank you from RGV. So thank you so very much for your contributions to this particular program. Next up, I would like to just recognize some of the individuals behind the scenes. Whenever you didn't receive your ballot, you went in that ballot chat and you said, hey, I need my ballot. And she was there. Angelica Cifuentes, thank you so much, Angelica. If you're online, you may be back working with the tab room, but thank you. Our cross-examination director from Austin, Marina Flores. Thank you, Marina, for your contributions towards your work here. The next individual is for the extemp director, and that they managed all of the round robins. They ranked them. They managed all the scoring along the way from San Antonio. Ren Leja from San Antonio. Thank you so much, Ren. And then the extemp draw director from Austin, Texas, Mr. Jacob Mitchell. Thank you, Jacob. And I know that Jacob, you all, and many of you all are headed off to your LDZ program soon. So I'm really excited about that. And then the team trial director for that category from Houston, Angelica Cifuentes. So thank you so much, Angelica, for your contribution in working the tournament room. And for the GDX students, that is a great role to strive towards. What is required to get there? That you remain active at the local level, that you train, that your region, because of your commitment to your region, you get selected to staff as a judge or a tournament role moving forward. And I highly want to encourage you all to continue those efforts there. Our director of judges from San Antonio, Nathan Lara. Our assistant tournament director from the Midwest, Isabella Jimenez. And I think that they're probably behind the scenes. And our tournament director, Alexis Alvarado. So thank you all so much. Let's give them all a big round of applause for the work that you all put together throughout this entire program. So thank you very, very much for that and what you have done for this particular program. Before I move on to announce our winners by event, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to recognize an award that we have called Most Improved. And this is based on what the project administrator has been watching students who've been going through this particular journey and their efforts to grow in their own personal leadership and their involvement there at the local level. And this first Most Improved was recognized from the project administrators, Leah Guerra and Matthew Musgrove. And before I announce their name, I just wanted to provide a little bit of a narrative to them. But this person joined NHI with the plethora of internet issues, online shenanigans, general mayhem that came with the aftermath of COVID-19, quarantine, and more. This person joined NHI with a lot of passion and determination and attended nearly every meeting despite the quality of internet fluctuations on both of their ends, on his end and the other group's end. This person was able to finish, memorize, and produce a great speech within merely a week and a half, which in and itself is an accomplishment. And the Austin region would like to congratulate Noah Figueroa on a job well done and thank him for the blessing everyone with his attendance over the course of the past few months. Ladies and gentlemen, your Most Improved for Austin, Mr. Noah Figueroa. So Noah, congratulations to you on being recognized as the Most Improved. Moving on to the Rio Grande Valley. And the project administrators, Jonathan Figueroa and Sydney Ramon, thank you so much for your commitment and really carrying the torch down there in the valley. And when I asked them to think of someone, they immediately thought of this individual was someone with incredible potential, great work ethic, and was just waiting to be tapped into. And throughout the course of their preparation, they saw this person who was willing to work for a win. They were very proud when this person made it to the Elite Eight because they had witnessed his transformation due to his potential and dedication. And ladies and gentlemen, your most improved for the Rio Grande Valley, Mr. Gavin Almares. So congratulations, Gavin. If you are not on here, he's not on with us, but we want to thank him. So congratulations. When you see him, give him a round of applause. Moving on to San Antonio, and your project administrators from San Antonio, Victoria Sanchez and Anita Fernandez, talked and thought about this person as they quietly participated in their meetings. And when this person first joined their team, but as the year went on, they began to come out of their shell, showing their personality as someone became passionate member of the team. And this person effortlessly embodies the NHI fundamental number 5, engage with enthusiasm and rigor, and as well as the other fundamental number 6, have fun and be positive. Ladies and gentlemen, your most improved for San Antonio, Cameron Quiroz. So congratulations to you, Cameron, on being awarded the most improved by your project administrators there in San Antonio. And our final region, I want to thank our project administrator, Mr. Jorge Lee, for your commitment, and especially during the pandemic in managing things remote. But as they region reflected on an individual who they believed was humble and truly has a heart of gold and will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on the extemporaneous speaking group. And each and every time this person was given feedback on their work and performance, whether it was from a judge, a coach, one of their peers, this person would respond with a positive attitude and was eager to improve. So the entire region is proud to award Lucas Cristiano as the most improved because he never gave up and continued to stay determined throughout the season. So congratulations, Lucas Cristiano, for winning the most improved award for the event of Tip of Texas. So thank you very, very much. So now, before I move on to announce our winners, which team will be crowned champions of the 2021 GDX? I saw Puro Tip, Puro San Antonio, RGV. Let's go ahead and see it in there. I'm watching. Okay, so there's a lot of feedback in there. Austin Pochot. Now I'm waiting on my tournament director to input a couple of the awards. So I'm going to start off with the event of oratory. So I'll be given what was given to me first. So starting off with oratory, and the way that this works is that we announce our all-state winner, and the all-state winner is that individual who had the highest average but was not in the finals. So ladies and gentlemen, your all-state winner for oratory in the event for the 2020 GDX1 program from Tip of Texas, Mia Levin. So congratulations, Mia. If you're on this here, congratulations. So there you are. Congratulations, Mia, for being recognized as the all-state winner. And if we can go ahead and keep her on there. And so we're going to group everybody together. So in typical Great Debate GDX fashion, we'll announce the second place winner and followed by the first place winner. So ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 GDX oratory second place winner from RGV, Risa Hernandez from RGV, congratulations on second place in the event of oratory. And ladies and gentlemen, your first place winner for oratory for the 2021 GDX program from Tip of Texas, Andres Marin Lee. So congratulations, Andres, Mia, and Risa on your win. Oh, there we go. We got a hug over there. Perfect. So congratulations for representing oratory in the GDX finals Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause, either like this or a reaction over there. Congratulations to you all for doing such a fantastic job. Moving on to extemporaneous speaking. So again, in this particular order, I will announce the all-state winner first, followed by the second place, then the first place winner. So ladies and gentlemen, your all-state winner, the individual who had the highest average that was not in the finals, comes from RGV, Daniela Sevilla. So congratulations, Daniela, for being the all-state winner in extemporaneous speaking for the 2021 GDX1 program. So ladies and gentlemen, your second place winner for extemporaneous speaking from RGV goes to Samantha Cano. Congratulations, Samantha, on second place for the GDX program in extemporaneous speaking. And ladies and gentlemen, and for those that are watching out there live, congratulations to our first place winner for the 2021 GDX1 program in extemporaneous speaking from Austin, Texas, Pia Alvarez. So congratulations, Pia, on being the first place winner for extemporaneous speaking. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a big round of applause, a little bit of clapping and everything there. Congratulations for that. Moving on to our next event. Let's see what I have here. Oh my goodness. We have our team trial winners already in there. So moving on to all state and team trial. And remember, these are the individuals who did not have, were not in the finals, but had the highest average. Your first all state winner for the attorney for team trial for the 2021 GDX1 program from Texas, Alex Villanueva. So congratulations, Alex, for representing the attorney and the All-State Award. And the witness for the team trial and All-State winner is Alyssa Cantu from Tip of Texas. So congratulations to Alyssa and Alex for being our team trial winners for All-State. Moving on to our second place winner. So ladies and gentlemen, your second place winner for the 2021 GDX1 team trial goes to Sarah LaGrange and Sumita Dentu from RGV. Congratulations, Sarah and Sumita. And your first place winners, ladies and gentlemen, from Tip of Texas, Alondra Garcia and Joaquin Monteo. Congratulations to Alondra and Joaquin, and then all of our winners for the for the team trial winners. Again, our all-state winners, Alex Villanueva, Alyssa Cantu for Tip of Texas, from RGV, Sarah LaGrange, Sumita Dentu from second place, and Alondra Garcia and Joaquin Monteo, Tip of Texas, first place winners. Congratulations to you all. And finally, as I look here at my roster, CX has made its way. So ladies and gentlemen, your leader for all-state winner in cross-examination from Tip of Texas goes to Ana Guerra. So congratulations, Ana, for being the all-state winner and the leader position. And then the member position for all-state for cross-examination goes to Shelby Harwood from Tip of Texas. So congratulations, Shelby. So again, our winners, Anna and Shelby from Tip of Texas, congratulations on being our all-state winners. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to cross-examination second place winners. For the second place winner for the GDX1 program goes to San Antonio, Olivia Sanchez and Eric Drager. So congratulations, Olivia and Eric Drager, for being our second place winners. And congratulations to you. And ladies and gentlemen, our first place winners for Tip of Texas for the 2021 GDX program team trial. First place goes to Fernanda Guzman and Maria Vivanco from Tip of Texas. So congratulations to you all. So now moving on to our winners for Athenium. And I'm going to, and I think it's important to recognize that there were certain winners before competition, and I may not spotlight everybody, but I did want to draw attention and at least recognize you for the work that you did. So for House Magnolia, I'm going to announce the second place team and the third place team in House Magnolia, and then I'm going to recognize the second place team and then the third place team in House Maxwell. So the second place team in House Magnolia was team 1, Pia Alvarez from Austin, Risa Hernandez from RGV, Diego Espinosa from San Antonio, Itzel Romo from San Antonio, and Greta Gonzalez from tip of Texas. Congratulations to you all on being the second place winning team and for in House Magnolia. The second place team in House, or the third place team in House Magnolia was team number 5, Martin Cáceres from RGV, Andres Marin Lee from San Antonio, RJ Lopez from San Antonio, Mia Cisneros from Tip of Texas, Katie Najera from Tip of Texas. So congratulations to you all in being third place winners for House Magnolia. The second place winners for House Maxwell went to Samantha Cano, RGV, Christian Bates from San Antonio, Madison Martinez Munoz from San Antonio, Alyssa Ledesma from Austin, and Juan Nino from RGV. And the third place winning team goes to Monica Burgos from Austin, Sumita Dantu from RGV, and Eric Drager from San Antonio. So congratulations to the second and third place teams for House Magnolia and House Maxwell. So, ladies and gentlemen, your second place team in the event of Athenaeum goes to House Maxwell, Daniela Cedillo, and if my production person can spotlight them, Daniela Cedillo from RGV, Chase Boyd from San Antonio, Cameron Quiroz from San Antonio, and Alondra Garcia from Tip of Texas. Again, Daniela Cedillo from RGV, Chase Boyd from San Antonio, Cameron Quiroz from San Antonio, and Alondra Garcia from Tip of Texas. Congratulations for our second place team for House Maxwell in Team Pod 1. Congratulations to you all. And ladies and gentlemen, your first place winners for Athenaeum goes to House Magnolia, and that team is Ethan Costello from Austin, Texas, Sarah LaGrange from RGV, Bailey Fletcher from San Antonio, Renata Escobar from Tip of Texas, and Ramiro Cavazos from San Antonio. So congratulations once again for our Athenaeum first place winners. You all Athenaeum groups did a fantastic job, and our finalists here, you all did wonderful. And I'm just amazed at what you were able to put together in such a short amount of time. So congratulations to you all. So are we ready to announce our winners for the 2021 Gdx program as we kick it off for the rest of the programs? They're about to start up pretty soon. Let me see, my tournament director is messaging me. I wonder if we're having to change something. Maybe we should take a 10-minute break, a 15-minute break. Yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know if we should, but I think we are ready to announce it. You all have done a fantastic job. So ladies and gentlemen, which team is going to win the 2021 GDX program? I don't see it in that chat. Let's go ahead and put it in there. There we go. There we go. Excellent. So I want to thank all 4 of our regions for their participation this weekend. And as a reminder, the way that we do this is it is a cumulative score where we take all your rounds, whether it be in the round robin or the elimination rounds, and your contributions to Athenaeum to get here. So ladies and gentlemen, your second runner-up for the 2021 GDX program goes to RGV. So everybody, let's give them a big round of applause in celebration with that area, that little, I don't even know what that is, but let's go ahead and celebrate the success of them. Congratulations to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, your first runner-up. And the reason why we do first runner-up is because if the champion is not able to hold on to that role for the entire year, the first runner-up gets it. And then the second runner-up if the first runner-up can't get it. But I will move on. Your first runner-up for the 2021 Gdx program goes to San Antonio. So congratulations, San Antonio, for a job well done. And ladies and gentlemen, and let's give them a big round of applause in there as we clap. And ladies and gentlemen, your champions for the 2021 Gdx program goes to, ladies and gentlemen, Tip of Texas. So congratulations, Tip of Texas, for a job well done. If we were at the great debate itself, people would be running up on the stage and they would be jumping up and down. But I want to congratulate all the students for your participation. And just remember that none of us can get there, whether it's first, second, third place, runner up, whatever it may be, without the contributions of every member who prepared, who showed up day after day at the competition. And I think that as we have to reflect before the program officially concludes, is that we must recognize the accomplishments that we have made as a community. And as we were listening to our Atheneum members talk about a new narrative, is you all are learning to craft the essential skills in the digital place. And now the goal is, now when this pandemic starts to come back, we come out of it and back to normal, how do you utilize these newfound skills moving forward to really move you in a position of greater leadership and greater impact in your community? There's one individual that I wanted to recognize as I finish up on my closing words to everybody. But first, I want to thank all the staff, and if everybody can just do a little applause for all the volunteers for doing a fantastic job, working diligently, finding the judges, tracking down. This is hard work because sometimes people's internet runs out, maybe they leave, maybe they didn't see what round or time they were supposed to be, and they worked really hard to make sure that we stayed on schedule. So a big thank you to them. And if you can send out some congratulations, or in our little memes channel up there, a big thank you to our tournament staff for the great work that they've done. But I wanted to end this here, and I wanted to recognize an individual, Mr. Gavin Almares. And I appreciate you, Gavin, reaching out to me, because this program, my favorite part about being at any of these programs is the ability to interact with you when we're not on stage or not in competition. I get a lot of insight into you, into what makes you tick. And I can see in your eyes your desire to want to improve. And in this digital environment, it's challenging to build a connection with students. But Gavin reached out to me on a direct message and asked, can you work with me? Can I walk you through some of these pieces? And he consistently reached out to me over time and asked, can he get particular feedback, and kept me up to date on his progress that he was making in the program. And Gavin, I really appreciate you doing that, because it makes it great for me to get that kind of feedback. And I hope that I get to meet all the students that participated with us in your home region over the next couple of months as we get back out and visit. I want to thank our project administrators, our head coaches, all of our JFL fellows, our volunteers, our parents, everybody who makes this possible, our sponsor, UT Austin, for being our digital host and giving us the opportunity to do this. I want to thank our tournament staff and all the great work, our production folks, and finally the participants. You are what makes this possible, and we look forward to staying in touch with you. Finals judges, again, thank you for your work. Students, this is only the first step in your journey. Take the time to reach out to your opponents, your family, regardless of which region they're from. They are your family, and congratulate them. And the winning regions, congratulate the other regions as well for a job well done. So congratulations to everybody. And this officially concludes the 2021 GDX1 program. I wish you all a great summer. And for all the fellows that are watching, have fun at the CWS, have fun at the LDZ, and the GDX students, we'll see you soon. Everybody take care and have a nice evening. Thank you. And by the way, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and to your dads. This is my Father's Day, so I'm celebrating with you all here. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.